some eventful news. From the Willy Wonka experience to Faye's new album, all the way to Russell Wilson and sports. Yeah. So, to kick us off, we'll talk about Faye Webster's new album, Underdressed at the Symphony. This album just came out last Friday. It's her 5th studio album. It's a little bit different than her old music, but it still carries like a lot of the same feeling, the same stylistic choices. But she's got, every artist experiments a little bit in their new music, And a lot of people are a little bit mad because it's a little bit different than her old work. And, they're noticing things. They're like, like there's a song called Lego Ring. And a lot of people hate that song. And she made that song with Lil Yachty, and it's like, it's got a different sound, but I think it's kind of fun and whimsical, Because like, sometimes you want a Lego ring. You don't know Faye like I do. Okay. Anyway, so, like the first opening song, Thinking About You, is kind of similar to her older work, but like, in songs like Lego Ring, and then the song following Lego Ring, Feeling Good Today, a lot of people are like blaming Lil Yachty for ruining Faye Webster's music. And honestly, the thing is, Faye, she's been making music for a little while. She's not like super mainstream, but like she's kind of been like picking up a little bit more, like especially on TikTok lately. And so a lot of the fans are new fans. And so like where I get a little bit like my little like, I've been listening to Faye for a while, and all these new fans are like now dissing on her, and they're like, oh, Lil Yachty ruined her, and it's like, you're not even a real fan, and you're mad, but whatever, Honestly, and the thing is, I'm a Lil Yachty fan. Like, I'm a new fan. His album, Let's Start Here, so good, amazing. He does use, like, auto-tune, and it's, like, a unique sound, but it's fun, and it's, like, kind of like, you're like, yeah! And I think that in the song Lego Ring, he brings that energy to the track. And Faye, she like her music is all sad, and she's like, they make the song and they're fun.
Yeah.
I don't know. So yeah, I don't think Lil Yachty ruined Faye Webster. I think that they're both so lovely. Some things people hate on, but actually they're iconic, such as Willy Wonka.
Oh my goodness, yeah. So recently in Glasgow in Scotland, a Willy Wonka experience opened up to the public. And it was advertised with like super colorful images that were AI generated, and people thought they would actually like get to experience Willy Wonka like in the movies. Mm-hmm. And when people showed up, it was just like a warehouse with a few like decorations here and there. Apparently, police were called to this event, and children were traumatized. And there's this one specific character. I think it's called The Unknown. It's like a guy with a metallic face and like black hair who appears out of behind a window. And they're actually like, an indie filmmaker is going to be making a film about this character from this experience. And I think it's really funny because people are like making memes out of it and joking about it. And it's just like such a surreal experience. Like these people are being misled by AI generated images to think this is going to be like a literal Willy Wonka experience, but it's just this barren warehouse.
No, imagine it's like your like 10th birthday. You're like, Mom, I want to go see Willy Wonka. And you show up. There's just like one Oompa Loompa, the unknown, and some posters, and you're just terrified.
So Mr. Beast made a better Willy Wonka set, is what I'm hearing.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was actually pretty cool with the chocolate river and all that.
Yeah, there wasn't no chocolate river in this warehouse.
No. I think Mr. Beast did it in a warehouse too, but he had a bigger budget.
Yeah. Maybe the moral of this story is that Mr. Beast needs to be Willy Wonka.
I agree.
Did you guys see the new Wonka movie?
I haven't.
No.
I didn't know. So it's like basically a prequel of like Willy Wonka, and it's also a musical, and I didn't know that when I went to go see it. I like musicals. I'm pro Wonka Experience Warehouse. I'm pro Mr. Beast. I think that all of these are really important to exist in the same world because like how cool is that?
Yeah.
That, the duality of Wonka.
Speaking of existing, but Russell Wilson exists and Saquon Barkley exists. So Russell Wilson was just announced that he would be cut next week by the Broncos. And they still have to pay him $85 million even though he won't play for him.
Why do they get so much money? I mean, like, I'm not saying don't give them money, but like, why?
Because they generate so much money and they want their fair share. The NFL revenue is off the charts. So the players think it's only fair that since we're the ones that revenue exists, we should get some of it. So it's proportional to how much the league generates. So that's why you see quarterbacks like Patrick Mahomes making $500 million.
I mean, it makes sense because like they get like crazy brain damage from
Yeah.
like getting like beat around, and their brains are scrambled and messed up. It's not good. So
Yeah.
they better get them a good money.
Usually that how is this going to happen for like offensive line players because, yeah, that it is a risk, but the safety is pretty good. NFL invests millions into safety research and all that. So, but they are talking about making kickoffs more exciting again, meaning that they're gonna probably make it a little more dangerous. So they're taking away the rule of you can fair catch a kickoff, meaning you just catch it and no one can touch you and you get the ball wherever it landed. So you can't fair catch a kickoff anymore. So you'll just have to run with it and hope for the best, as it was before. So that was just a temporarily implemented rule. And then so Russell Wilson, people are saying that he's either going to go to the Raiders or Steelers. Those are the two. Raiders desperately need a quarterback. Mason Rudolph isn't going to cut it in the NFL, and their defense can't keep carrying them. Raiders also need a quarterback. We have rookie third rounder Aiden O'Connell starting right now, which is no good. No good. But so Russell Wilson might go to the Raiders, who do have a lot of cap space and they could afford him. But then Saquon Barkley, the Giants just announced that they're not going to franchise tag him, meaning they're not going to ensure that he's on their team next year. And his contract just ran out, so he'll be a free agent. He'll be able to shop himself around to different teams. His agent will talk to different teams, see who will give him the most money, and that's where he'll go. It's a two-edged sword though, because Russell Wilson's kind of old. I mean, he's been playing since 2012. This will be his 14th season, I believe.
Is he
14,
like
15.
old and frail?
Yeah, he's not that old. He's still like 10 years younger than Brady was when he retired.
Okay, I don't know the football people, so you just said he's old, so I just assumed he's
Yeah.
very
How old is this man?
35, I think.
Oh, that's
That's
not
not- yeah, that's not
yeah.
that old.
I was
It
thinking
is
like
for an
40.
NFL quarterback.
I mean, that's true. That's like kind of old to be doing
Yep.
professional sports.
35, let's go.
Imagine like you're like the big football guy and you do a bad job. Like, what do you do? Like, cause then you still have to be there the whole game, and like the camera's on you, and you're like I don't know. I would be so embarrassed. I'd be like, oh no.
Yeah, it's just take it one play at a time. And forget about what happened. Just like try to win.
Like if they bonk their head hard enough, they won't even remember.
Well, anyway, there was a player who was just cut on his birthday
No.
from the NFL. The team sent him a warm, happy birthday, and then later they sent him a letter that he's being cut from the team.
That is so unfortunate.
I would cry. It's almost my birthday. NFL, please don't cut me, please.
Folo Runsu Fatukasi was told Monday.
What
I
team?
just butchered that. Jaguars.
Oh, I know them from, because did you ever watch The Good Place?
Yes, I
And
did.
that one guy's from Jacksonville,
Yeah.
and he wants the Jaguars to win.
Oh,
I
yeah.
love that show. It's like actually so good.
I never got past the first season. It kind of took a turn that I was not expecting.
Yeah, you should watch it. I really liked it.
Go watch The Good Place.
Yeah, we're not sponsored by them, but if we were, then that would be cool.
And go watch the sports ball, and don't go to the Willy Wonka warehouse.
The children, they're so traumatized. I hope that they listen to Lego Ring to get all of the bad thoughts out of their heads. And then they go and they play some football, and that'll
That'll
get
certainly
even
get the
more out
thoughts
of their heads. Yeah.
All right.
See you next week, Spartans. We love ya.